Today on NewsWatch, Donald Trump unveils his plans for the American economy. We'll break down the presidential hopeful's tax plan. Plus,
the mother who told me about her own 9-year-old girls who have been raped in front of her eyes that bleeded to death. We are hearing terrible stories every day.
See how this woman and her sister are fighting to save their fellow Yazidis. And
it's really fun because we'll set up sometimes about 5:30 in the evening and no one will be here. And then we'll get the music going and you'll see people just drifting out of the woods. And those are our parishioners.
You'll meet the duo behind this church on wheels. And thank you so much for joining us for CBN NewsWatch. I'm Ephraim Graham. Donald Trump unveiled his new tax plan Monday, promising the U.S. would reach amazing new heights under his presidency. His opponent, Hillary Clinton, quickly fired back, saying they would only help the wealthy. Caitlin Burke has the story.
Donald Trump is on his best behavior. The GOP candidate continuing his campaign reset by staying on topic despite protesters and never losing his cool at his latest appearance.
We will make America grow again.
Speaking at the Detroit Economic Club, Trump laid out his plans for America's economy.
I want to jumpstart America, and it can be done, and it won't even be that hard.
Among his ideas, cutting taxes and simplifying the tax code by having just 3 brackets rather than the current 7. Reducing taxes on businesses, because the U.S. has the highest corporate tax among major nations. Putting a hold on government regulations and allowing parents to fully deduct the cost of childcare from their taxable income. Trump also took some time to slam Hillary Clinton's economic plans, saying she punished Americans for working and doing business in the U.S. Clinton wasted no time firing back, calling Trump's plans a repackaging of old Republican ideas.
They tried to make his old, tired ideas sound new.
She told her supporters that unlike Trump, she would be a small business president and create jobs.
If Trump were able to implement what he's proposing, heaven forbid, it would cost 3.5 million jobs. He would actually reduce jobs.
The latest round of national polls show Clinton ahead with a double-digit lead. But Trump's hour-long speech on a key issue, the economy, could be another sign that the Republican candidate is ready to begin working with the GOP to get his campaign back on track. Caitlin Burke, CBN News.
The parents of 2 victims in the Benghazi attack are suing Hillary Clinton. Patricia Smith and Charles Wood say hackers stole information from Clinton's unprotected private email server that helped them to plan the attack. In a congressional hearing investigating the attack, Clinton once said it is not important how or why the attack happened.
What difference at this point does it make?
The lawsuit also accuses Clinton of defaming them in public statements. According to reports, the lawsuit filed Monday states the Benghazi attack was directly and proximately caused by Clinton's extreme carelessness in handling confidential and classified information. Patricia Smith said she blames Hillary Clinton personally for the death of her son. And according to attorney Larry Klayman, who is handling the lawsuit, he stated that Hillary Clinton's luck this time has run out. Olympic divers Steele Johnson and David Padilla took home silver last night in the men's synchronized 10-meter platform. Last night, after their win, they took a moment to share how their faith keeps them grounded regardless of their Olympic success. Padilla told reporters, quote, "We both know our identity is in Christ." The 3-time Olympian shared his journey of faith with CBN. Log on to cbnnews.com to see his story. She's 110 pounds of fury. That is when she is on the wrestling mat. 21-year-old Haley Agallo is headed to Rio to go for the gold in this year's Summer Olympics. CBN contributor Stephanie Riggs caught up with Haley at the U.S. Olympic Training Center in Colorado Springs, where the Olympic hopeful explains how her faith made all the difference.
Haley Agallo needed to finish in the top 2 to qualify for the Rio Games this summer, and she did it.
Who did you call first?
My dad. Yeah, I called him.
What did you say?
I was just really happy. I think I was crying, actually, thinking back on it. I was excited for us. I was just excited that we're all going to Rio, and you know, our family's been through a lot the past year, so I think I was just happy to finally like reach my goal. That's something I worked for 8 years. Yeah. So.
Haley's family will watch her fulfill her dream August 17th from the stands. And Haley believes her beloved grandmother will be watching from heaven. Haley lost her grandmother this year to breast cancer.
She was so perfect. Like, she's like a perfect person to look up to. She was so nice. Like, she always spoke kindly to people. She was a great role model. And I think I do a good job of like letting her legacy live on through me.
This notion of heavenly life and purpose is new to Haley.
I was actually an atheist for the first 20 years of my life, and I'm 21 now. So this past year, I really grew in my faith, and I started enjoying life more, and that made me enjoy wrestling more. And I think God gave me these talents and like my work ethic and my health because I have now this broad spectrum to spread like His word and His love. And I think the Olympics is a big, big platform for me to do that. So I can't wait to go compete and, you know, let Him show through me. Like, that's my favorite part about this whole thing.
Haley credits God's word, her teammates, and her college roommate for opening her eyes.
In college, my roommate, Megan Black, she was super religious, and she was never pushy with me. She would just always ask, "Hey, can I pray on you before you wrestle?" And then one day I was just like, "Megan, I think I believe in God. Like, I think I was wrong. Like, I don't believe in God."
How has that changed your life?
I think it's given me a better outlook on life, really. It just really sets good morals, if anything. Like, I want to speak to people kindly. I want to spread love, especially in a world like today where a lot of things are hateful and terrorism and social media makes it so easy to, you know, spread bad messages.
But now, Haley is happy to be spreading good messages about Christ.
It's so easy to, you know, spread bad messages to, you know, everyone, young people, old people, different color, skin, different genders, different sexuality. It's so easy to spread hate over social media. So I think faith is such an amazing thing because it teaches you not only to, you know, forgive, but also to speak kindly to people, spread love, like put good things out into the world instead of spreading these horrible things that are so easy like that.
Haley's dad sparked her love for wrestling. He was a wrestling coach. And the rest, as they say, is Olympic history.
And we have a winner.
When she was first born, we spent every waking minute together, and I was working nights, and my wife was working during the day, so I got to spend all of the time with her. So we were always super close, and I didn't realize that she'd wanted to do wrestling. I didn't even know that women, you know, could compete in wrestling when we first started off with my son doing it. And then Haley saw me practicing with my son Sean and decided that she wanted to try it too.
There's very tough competitors at this weight, but I don't think there's anyone better than her.
Terry Steiner has coached the U.S. women's Olympic wrestling team for 14 years. He believes faith gives athletes a solid foundation to build on and a definite edge.
I think it's a huge difference. I guess people without faith would say no, but I think that we all need something to stabilize us. We all need something when the world gets hectic that we can come back to and give us some peace, right, and give us some purpose. That's what faith does, right, and that's what Christ does for us.
I know you have 5 kids, and you kind of can't play favorites. That's the rule book, right?
I just tell them, you know what, if you want more attention, then go make the Olympic team. There's very little jealousy. I think we do a pretty good job of like putting wrestling in its place and then also finding other things to enjoy together as a family.
Agello has called this U.S. Olympic Training Center in Colorado Springs home for the past year, where she has done nothing but eat, sleep, and drink wrestling. It all paid off. She's now in Rio, where we're going to sit back and wait and watch and pray for her to bring home the gold. In Colorado Springs, I'm Stephanie Riggs, CBN News.
Haley weighs in on August 16th and competes for the gold on the 17th, but she doesn't want us to pray for gold, just a clear head and right mindset. Then she believes the gold will come, and she can't wait to give all the glory to God. Coming up, a doctor who faces the daily atrocities of ISIS will show you how these women are fighting to save their fellow Yazidis from terror. ISIS has brutally attacked the people of Yazidi, and most of the world knows nothing about them. But one woman has stood up for them. She's the only Yazidi member of the parliament in Iraq, and she has risked her life to help her fellow Yazidis. Gary Lane brings us her amazing story.
The world took notice after lawmaker Vian Dakil's impassioned plea to save fellow Yazidis trapped on Iraq's Sinjar mountain.
Our families have been slaughtered. Set aside your political differences. In the name of humanity, I call upon all of you to save us. To save us.
It was August 2014. Islamic State fighters overran Yazidi villages around Sinjar and Zumar near the Mosul Dam. Men were slaughtered, women and children kidnapped. The jihadists forced boys to join ISIS, while girls were raped, bought, and sold for sex. The United States responded to Dakil's cry of desperation, airlifting supplies to Sinjar Mountain. Help was delivered to as many as 10,000 Yazidis who had fled ISIS. As her people died from thirst and hunger, Dakil traveled to Sinjar to personally deliver food and water. When she left the mountain, many Yazidis frantically boarded her departing helicopter. Dangerously overweight, the helicopter crashed.
Were you hurt? Were you injured badly?
Yeah.
What happened?
My legs, it's broken completely, and my rib, and head, and shoulders.
Dakil is healed now and doing well. Was risking her life and suffering personal injury worth it?
Yes, of course. Yes. Those my people, those, in general, those are human beings. And some terrorists come and kill them.
And Christians, including CBN, were among the first providing relief.
The Christian groups or Christian community, it's helped the Yazidi people. Yeah, it's helped them.
And now, 2 years later, as world attention focuses on immigration, Dakil is renewing her call for assistance. She says the Yazidis still need help rebuilding their lives and cities in Iraq.
We need someone to pray for the Yazidi people, and another to help them, and another to focus for the situation of those Yazidi. Because sometimes the people forget what happened.
Forgetting that 400,000 Yazidis still live in tents as refugees, often enduring harsh weather conditions.
Still, we have 1,000 boys between 6 to 10 years are captured in the special place in the Mosul. Wash the brain of them and teaching them to use the weapon, a new generation for terrorists, for ISIS.
And ISIS still holds 3,500 Yazidi females captive. Dakil says fortunately 2,000 girls and children have escaped.
But they need a psychological therapy. This is the situation now, after 2 years, and nobody cares.
Hoping to raise awareness and help, Dakil's sister Dilan started the Sinjar Foundation. A medical doctor, she has treated Yazidi girls who either escaped or were rescued from ISIS. Dilan told us about a 16-year-old girl who was raped several times after one jihadist traded her to another for a cigarette.
I also have the mother who told me about her own 9-year-old girls who have been raped in front of her eyes that bleeded till death. We are hearing terrible stories every day.
Many of the girls have suffered physical abuse and torture. Dilan says their emotional scars could last a lifetime.
Actually, they are releasing from hell to another hell, to come to live in a community, in a tent, in refugee camps, and most of their family members have been either kidnapped or killed in front of their eyes.
She says the Yazidi girls and their families need therapy. She wants American psychologists specializing in trauma to teach Iraqis how to help them. Dilan says she too may need counseling.
These stories will stay with me for the whole of my life. I spent many nights that I couldn't sleep and I've cried till the morning. To be honest, I'm traumatized as well.
You think that's a good idea for us to pray for these girls or what?
Of course, it would be great. They are emotionally effective. Anything would help them. Of course, praying, it will be a great thing to do.
Voices for a voiceless people. 2 sisters requesting prayer and help for the Yazidis. and ethnic religious people the world now says are victims of ISIS genocide. Gary Lane, CBN News, Erbil, Iraq.
Coming up, it is called the Worship Wagon, and it's bringing church to the unreached. See how this duo is spreading the gospel one trip at a time. An outreach ministry in Kansas City, Missouri has come up with a unique way to reach the city's homeless population. Instead of people going to church, it brings the church to the people with a vehicle called the Worship Wagon. And as Charlene Aiden reports, lives are being restored one service at a time.
Songs of praise fill the air under this bridge near downtown Kansas City. This church behind me, which doesn't have any walls and no pews, is touching the lives of some of the most unreached people in the heart of Kansas City. Welcome to the Worship Wagon, a mobile church serving the poor and homeless. Those attending this church on wheels participate in a weekly non-denominational service each Monday night and are encouraged to come as they are. Bruce McGregor and Joe Ratterman came up with the idea.
It's really fun because we'll set up sometimes about 5:30 in the evening and no one will be here. And then we'll get the music going and you'll see people just drifting out of the woods, which is behind us, along with the Missouri River, where about 100 people live. 100 homeless people live there year round. And those are our parishioners.
My wife and I were working with the homeless for about 12 years now. And we tried really hard in a few different ways to think about taking people out of the street and into a world in which we feel more comfortable. And we learned some lessons that way that maybe that's not always the best way to bring God's word to those people. We decided to bring the church onto the street instead.
Each week, volunteers from local churches fill the wagon with equipment needed for the service.
We just have a simple single-axle trailer. But in that trailer, we have packed it out. We have a really professional grade sound system that's very compact, and we can wheel it out and get it set up very quickly. We have a quiet generator, you can't even hear it, but it powers the whole sound system. So we can have a complete band here playing worship music with just that system. And then also in the trailer, we've got a ton of chairs. And then during the winter, we put a commercial grade heater. It runs off diesel and electricity. I mean, it looks like a huge satellite installation. It's so big, but it heats up this whole area under the bridge. So some guys will just come to get warm, and then they hear the gospel. And so it's fun to see how that happens.
Rain or shine, the wheels keep rolling.
We've been down here every Monday but one for a year and a half. And the only reason we missed it was because this road over here was too icy to drive down. But we've been down here when it's in the teens with howling north winds, and we're all shivering in our caps and gloves. And we've been out here when it's been 100 degrees, and there's been thunderstorms rolling around as well, rain. So, we've been blessed with this amazing location that covers us. And so, as long as there's not a tornado right on top of us or ice on the street, I think we have, license to basically come down here and set up shop.
Volunteer Melvin Cole says he often sees extraordinary reaction from those in the audience during worship.
Some of the people will just get up and high-five you right in the middle of the song, and they'll dance around. I mean, I dance with them, I get out and just shake hands, dance with them. You really want the people to feel connected and that we all are worshiping God together.
Beverly Cole saw her life transformed by the ministry, a message she now shares with others.
I was a drug addict for many, many years, and I know God changed me from the inside out, so I know if he could change me, he could change anybody.
Meanwhile, the Worship Wagon plans to continue bringing church to the down and out, in need of hope and healing.
God works with us where we're at. I think that's the biggest story here about Worship Wagon is bringing God and being his eyes and ears, hands and feet where the people are at, instead of thinking that you can bring the people to where you're at.
Charlene Aaron, CBN News, Kansas City, Missouri.
God is indeed with us where we're at. So nice to see them being the hands and feet of Jesus Christ. Stay with us. There's more of CBN NewsWatch coming up right after this. Right now, it is time for your Tuesday Tweetable. It's a message of encouragement I hope you will receive and then post, tag, tweet, and share with others. If you are looking for something to change in your life and you've been at it for a while, consider this. Faith can't fix what you won't face, so don't just pray and believe, do something. That doing is exercise in faith, and God will meet you at your point of action and cause all things to work for your good. That is going to do it for this edition of CBN NewsWatch. Remember, you can find more of our exclusive coverage of the issues you care most about at cbnnews.com. We'd love to hear what you think about the stories you've seen here today. You can do it on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Hope you'll join us again right here next time. Make this a terrific Tuesday. We'll see you right back here come tomorrow.